I looked in the mirror 3 weeks ago and didn't recognize who was looking back. After a tough couple of months with challenging life circumstances, I had been doing the bare minimum for myself to keep going. So I decided to build a 90-day plan for myself to get back to the hottest, healthiest, and wealthiest version of myself. Not in a toxic, lose 20 pounds and go into debt with shopping sprees way, but in a true glow up that makes me proud. So today I'm going to share with you exactly what's in this 90-day plan and how you can become unrecognizable this summer too. The first step to any glow up is always checking in with your intention. Why are you doing this? Because if you're only doing this to prove to someone else your value, your worth, it's never going to last. But maybe some event or person has sparked the desire for you to want to reinvent yourself. And that can actually be a really beautiful catalyst for change. I know things like romantic breakups, friendship breakups, job losses, they can be really hard, but they can actually be a really beautiful catalyst for change if you use them. I think emotions like anger and jealousy can actually have a lot of value if you channel them in a productive way. Sometimes anger can spark a lot of really amazing changes for the future. But any action you take, it needs to feel authentic because the more authentic you are, the hotter you are. Anytime you're trying to do something that feels forced or surface level to you, it's not going to stick and it's going to come off as more insecure than something that's coming from true desire. So if you're just telling yourself, well, I'm supposed to lose weight, I'm supposed to be getting Botox because I'm getting older, but you don't actually want those things, it's not going to make you feel any more confident. And it's definitely not going to help you look externally hotter or healthier. So for each goal you have today in your health, your appearance, and your wealth, what we're going to do is first write out the goal. Second, you're going to choose a small actionable step to take to get to that goal. And third, you're going to write out what you need to believe differently about yourself to actually take that step. You don't become unrecognizable just by wanting it. You become unrecognizable by acting on it. And the only way to sustain the action is by shifting the beliefs underneath it. So I'm going to walk you through exactly what I'm doing in these areas of health, appearance, and wealth, and give you an example of my goals, my action steps, and my beliefs to inspire you of what you might want to do for your own personal glow up goals that you have this summer. So the first area we want to focus on is our health. Our health is the foundation for everything else. If we don't feel healthy and energized, we can't reach our other goals because that is something that is fueling to us every single day. So I have two health goals. One of them is I really want to get flexible. I have had my splits on my vision board up here for literally 3 years. And I have made progress with it, but I've had a lot of injuries that have set me back. And so my goal is really to get back into flexibility training, as well as I really want to get back into pole dancing and ice skating. These are my two hobbies that I find so fun and really help me stay active because of that. You want to find something that is genuinely enjoyable for movement and for your health because joy is really attractive. When we are doing something that we don't really want to do and we dread it, that comes off in our energy. So my action step for these goals of getting back into pole and ice skating and finally getting my front and middle splits is to rehire my personal trainer. I've also been going to physical therapy to make sure that the injuries I've had in the past are continuing to heal, and hiring my personal trainer will help give me the step-by-step plan. The belief that I am having with this goal is I have time. That is usually the biggest thing that stops me is I don't have time to work out today. I'm too busy to stretch. You don't need a lot of time. You need really a maximum of like an hour a day and a minimum of really like an hour a week. Anywhere in between there can help you start getting to your goals with working out. And so when I believe that I have time, I'm able to actually prioritize these things. Time is not something that we have enough of or not enough of. It's just something that exists and we just prioritize things within it. So if you feel like you don't have time for your health, think about what do I have time for? Because that's actually what's taking the priority. And when you start to shift your priorities, you will find the time to make your health and working out a priority. Now, if you are here and struggling with binge eating, this is what I specialize in helping people with, and it's what I recommend starting with as your goal before anything else on the list, before deciding to work out more or eat healthier or eat less sugar. We need to stop the binge eating first. And this is why. You can white knuckle your way through a HIIT class or a meal plan, But if you are still feeling out of control around food by the end of the day, nothing else is going to stick and get you the results the way you want it to. So if this is you, if you're thinking I'm struggling with food noise, with binge eating, with overeating, I want you to go to the notes below and get my guided audio. This will help you stop a binge in the moment before it turns into a full spiral. So go listen to that, and that will be your action step for your health goal. The second area we are going to work on is our appearance. Now, I really do believe that beauty starts from the inside, but there is some truth to look good, feel good. When we put in the extra time and energy into caring for ourselves, we are telling ourselves this message of I matter, I'm important, I'm worth taking time out of my day for. And this can help you prioritize other things like your health. I know I was always much more likely to sit down on the couch with a bag of Cheetos and zone out watching TV and TikTok when I was feeling like shit about myself. When I had, just put on sweatpants for the day, I wasn't wearing my makeup, I hadn't done anything important or to prioritize myself for the day. That was always when I went to food so much more. Now, I'll caution you to not get too carried away on this one. We don't need to spend thousands of dollars and 3 hours every morning to make ourselves look good and feel good. I want you to think of things that would genuinely make yourself feel better. Is that going to get a facial once a month? Because you love the way your skin looks after, you notice a big difference, and it's really relaxing to you because when we have a relaxed nervous system, that also shows through in our energy. Maybe you love having your nails done, and so that's something you want to get done for yourself. With this example though, I actually hate having my nails done. I hate the whole process of getting my nails done. I hate spending money on it. I'm always so stressed that they're gonna chip or they're gonna start to peel off or then they're gonna grow out and I have to get them redone. For me, the experience is 10 times more stressful than it is worth of feeling the beauty of having my nails done. So that's an example of that's something that I could tell myself, oh, it might feel nice to have my nails done, but I actually genuinely don't really enjoy that. So make sure you check in with yourself and really ask yourself, what makes me feel my best? Is that having a cute outfit on? Is that having my hair done? Is that having my makeup done? Or is it none of those things? Is it just wearing a nice perfume? Get specific on what genuinely makes me feel my best, where I walk through my day feeling more productive, treating myself better, taking more bold risks because I'm feeling confident in the way I look. For me, my action step with this is wearing more real outfits. And you can see I'm wearing this really cute bow top today that I honestly felt a little bit ridiculous putting on because this is normally a top I would only wear going out. But I knew that oh my gosh, if I put this on, I'm gonna feel so good. And I do. I feel really beautiful today because I wore something that is a little bit more extra than normal. And in order to hit this action step of wearing more real outfits throughout my day and not sweatpants, which is really easy to do. I work from home, guys. I don't need to dress up, but I know it makes me feel so much more confident when I do. So I'm also going to go thrifting a couple of times throughout this month. I'm going to go to a couple thrift stores I've been wanting to go to and a couple consignment stores that I know I love to really find more items that make me feel my best. This isn't something that I have to spend hundreds of dollars on. It's just picking out a few key new tops, bottoms, dresses that I know I will feel excited about wearing and that will make me want to go out and do things with my day versus snuggling on the couch with a blanket and scrolling on my phone. The belief I need to have in order to take this action step is I am worth the extra load of laundry. Because I think what genuinely stops me is I don't want to wash more clothes. So I just wear my comfy workout clothes all day long, or I rewear the outfit I was wearing yesterday. I don't really want to do more laundry, but I'm believing that I am worth the extra load of laundry. It really doesn't take that much more time. It really doesn't take any extra money. It is just a quick, simple thing that I will need to do a little bit more of if I'm choosing to wear a new, fresh, fun outfit every day. The final category we are going to work on is our wealth and our money. Now, we might not think of this as something that's important when we're wanting to glow up, when we're wanting to feel our best, because the tricky part with money is that it's not something you get external validation for. Nobody is seeing when your savings account grows. True wealth is something you have to practice celebrating for yourself. And that's why I think it's so important to actually make a goal around. Because wealth is something that especially women do not focus on enough of and can help you create more confidence, and just feel like you are being provided for by yourself. There are two ways you can increase your wealth. You can either spend less or make more. I am always an advocate of making more because you can focus on budgeting and spending less your whole life, and you're going to continue to live the same way you've always been living instead of thinking about, well, how can I use that same time and energy that I would use to budget to make more money? For me, I have this goal this summer to start posting on YouTube twice a week. That is something that I know can help me reach more people who are struggling with food and who really want to stop binge eating. And it's something that also feels really fun and exciting for me. So I want you to choose one small action that can increase your earning potential. Maybe that's posting on social media yourself. If you've always thought about, there's a lot of money to be made on social media, maybe I'll start posting content. Maybe you join a certification program to help you have more job opportunities, going to networking events, having coffee chats with a possible connection to expand your network and create more future opportunities for yourself. This is one of my favorite thoughts that you can also use around binge eating of like, my goal to binge eating is already done. It's already been decided. It's already on its way. It's already happening. This will cement in your identity as if it had already happened. When we start showing up as the person that we want to be now, it actually makes it so it's easier to get there and we get there so much faster. So for me, these beliefs are, I'm already a YouTuber. I already have 100,000 subscribers. I'm already building the income that I want, because showing up from those beliefs now is what's going to make it easy for me to hit my goal of posting twice a week here. So if you also have a goal to become unrecognizable in the next 90 days, I want you to make sure you carve out 5, 10, 15 minutes, whatever it is in your day today, to write down what are my goals in my health, in my appearance, and in my wealth. And with those goals, what is one small action step I'm going to take and one belief that I need to have in order to get there? That is what's going to help you actually get to where you want to go in the next 90 days.